Welcome back to the OTB podcast, the original and still the best New Zealand mountain bike podcast, brought to you by the World Championship winning Maxxis Tyres and Fox Suspension. They got the rainbows, they got it done with Jackson Goldstone, but we'll get on to that when we get there. Maxxis Tyres also took a clean sweep of the entire Elite Men's podium, and I worked out got 7 out of the 12 podiums across Elite Men, Women, and the juniors as well. So kudos to Maxxis. But World Champs, it's come and it's gone. And it was a bit of a, I don't know what to say about that race. It was an intriguing one, but tonight we've gone back to the original and still the best co-host. It's just me and Red Dog here at the moment. Hi, Red Dog.
G'day, Kerry. Great to be here. Would you say we're on skeleton staff tonight?
It is a very skeleton crew. We're hoping to have a celebrity guest call in any time now if he manages to get off the bus, but that's all right. We'll get going. We'll get started. But
Yeah,
what do you reckon, Red Dog? I thought the racing was good, but I don't know. The whole broadcast was kind of boring.
I guess the racing was good, but they do shoot themselves in the foot a little bit with how they end up ordering it, eh? Like,
that's what it came down to, I think, in the end, wasn't it? It was just the stupid seating order.
Yeah, and I mean, I guess no one probably had Henry Kiefer going as fast as he did and kind of blowing that up a little bit as well, but still,
Fabian
the
wants
UCI...
to talk to you about that. Fabian's coming to get you.
Really?
Yeah. Fabian knew Henry was going to go that fast.
I'm sure he did. Did. It is very Fabian to be going this fast at
just at World Champs.
At World Champs, yeah. So
Henry's been fast this year though. He's either been on the ground or he's been quite fast. But
it's very Burrell though, isn't it? Like he would just tune it up for one race a year.
It is, but yeah, I don't know. I found it like a painful watch between the commentary, the seating order. I don't know. It was like, I mean, call me a hypocrite, call me what you want, but I was sitting there kind of just wishing to listen to Rick and Carlson talk over each other.
You are a hypocrite.
At that point.
Were you, was the World Championship knocking on the door and were you answering, Kieran?
Wow, that could have been a World Championship running one. World Championship winning run we just saw. Or
could have been.
We're on at the moment. There was a lot of that.
Dude, it gave me shades of the Freecaster days because even the footage was kind of crap.
Like, the footage wasn't as good, was it?
Nah, it's like the dappled light made it bad too, I think.
Yeah.
It just was shades of it.
I hate to say it, but I think it actually highlighted how good the Warner Brothers coverage is.
I know, that's what I thought as well. I mean, everyone complains about it, but it maybe gives you an idea of how far things have actually come.
Yeah, I was watching it and I was like, man, the UCI, whoever they've got putting on this broadcast does not hold a candle to what Warner Brothers have actually been delivering this year.
I mean, number of cameras, I suspect, was down. Just the footage in general wasn't great. There was nothing, you couldn't really tell how riders were making up any time. It was kind of hard to watch.
Yeah, and there was a bit of a... I don't know, that track just looks beaten down as well. I feel like it's down to like a bedrock base and there's nothing left. There's nowhere else they can take it. It's a one line, like clearly there's one line down where they're going, you know. They can't even go 4 meters off to the left and you know, throw some sections in like they did in Leger. There was nothing to it and it just looked kind of rubbish.
Yeah. I mean, it still looks steep and very like aggressive, I guess, but there's nowhere really for them to go. They're all riding largely the same line. I mean, Jackson did that thing at the top, but that wasn't really, I don't think that was the difference. It just looked a bit cooler.
It was pretty cool though. Got me pretty ripped up. Yeah, I mean, by all accounts, other than the fact that it was like deadly when it was wet, from people I talked to who'd been riding it prior to the race, it sounded like it was really fun. Like a few people I talked to, and they're like, "Man, it's awesome. Just doing laps on it. It's really fun." But man, it looked pretty brutal to race.
Yeah, it did, and there's actually some big crashes too. And you see some of the footage, it's unforgiving, eh? So to go fast is still gnarly.
Oh yeah, I think the catch nets might have been the stars of the show.
Oh
The
yeah,
amount of footage of people stuck in catch nets and trying to get their bikes out was astounding.
yeah. Do you think
But
it's sort of living off its reputation from, was it 2007?
yeah, I mean, '07 was the first time it got raced, wasn't it? I mean,
Mm,
that was a pretty drastic change, I would say, in tracks at that point as well.
yeah.
Like, we hadn't seen anything to that level of steepness, and then when it rained, it was just cooked.
Mm, yeah.
But
Yeah, and I
even
think it was a lot less built out, wasn't it? It was very raw.
yeah, it's
Um,
funny. A few of the spots I noticed, there was just spots where you'd see footage from, and you could all of a sudden pick, like where it was compared to say like '07 or whatever, because the track hasn't changed, and you're
mm,
like, man, there was no berm in that corner in '07. It was just a flat turn, and
yeah,
it's like it's clearly been bike parked to a certain so to speak.
yeah. Like I went there in 2010, and it had even changed then. Like it was far more benched out and bermed up. And then I went back just on a trail bike in 2017, and it was dry, but it's completely rideable on a trail bike. It's nowhere near. It can't be anywhere near the beast of '07.
Nah, no. Do you think it's done? Do you think they should like? Do you think race? Do we need more races on that track? Can we go somewhere new? I
I mean,
feel
it's
like
the
it's
first race in forever on it, eh?
yeah. It was
But
2011 the last race there, or has there been
yes,
another one in
no, I
between?
think it was. I think it was World Champs, and that was it.
Is it like '07, 11, and now?
07, 10, 07, 2010, and 11.
Yeah, 10. You're right. And it's been wet just about every year. They've raced it. Like
Yeah,
11
pretty
was
much.
horrendous. I'm pretty sure
Yeah,
10 was a
10,
wet World
10 was
Cup.
wet. Yeah.
'07 was wet. And I mean, the elites, at least, it was pretty dry when they raced here. But man,
Mm,
what a record.
mm. It would have been, yeah,
Did you
pretty much wet every time.
did you see that? Oh my God, Remy Tyrion. He's the only person who's raced every race there.
Really? Was he
Yeah,
back in '07?
yeah. He would have been first year junior in '07, I reckon, because he was on the podium at Worlds in '08 with Bryceland at Val di Sole.
Oh, true. Was he on a Sun by
I think
chance?
he was on a Sun, I reckon.
Hmm.
Yeah, that was that rebirth of Sun around that period.
Yeah.
What a
Wow,
time!
that's crazy.
What a time! And he was flying. I was watching him in practice, and I'm like, man, he looks good. Like
I know.
he's such an operator when it gets steep like that.
I can't imagine doing like. Has he got two kids?
Yeah,
Like what? Man, I can't imagine doing that. No
he's
way.
got to be 30, 34ish, I guess, at this point.
He wouldn't be as old as Danny, right?
Nah, Danny's a
Would
little
he?
bit older than him,
Yeah.
pretty sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, but um, on the racing, actually, my first note I've got it's just a generalization, but I just wrote pump track as a joke world championship. Thoughts?
Did you see? I only saw a clip of the guy who won, and I was mostly focused on like what he was wearing. It was a real hybrid. Like I don't know what was going on.
Yeah, I don't.
But
I hate it. I
like, was
hate
he
it.
looking for aero gains? Maybe we should like say this for Lester actually, because Lester will probably know.
Yeah, Leicester marginal gains Perry.
Mm,
He'd be better to
mm.
fill us in on that.
Do you think the pump track guy waxed his chain?
Well, would it make any difference if you're not pedaling though?
Oh, bound to. It has to
Yeah,
make a
it's true.
difference. Yeah.
Maybe
Watts.
on the airflow. On
Yeah.
the airflow. Um,
It was weird. I'm not
it
behind
was.
it. It's strange.
No, it is very
What's
strange.
more like mountain biking though? That or the trials?
Oh, but Trials has been around forever.
Yeah.
Shout out
It's
to
old school.
Trials.
Yeah.
It's weird, but it's old school.
Is there a New Zealand like national champs of trials?
I don't know if anyone still rides trials in New Zealand.
Oh, it's never been in a national champs, eh? Has it?
Nah, I don't think so.
Slide
I
into
remember
KB's personal DMs if you know of a time when
the
trials
closest
were at nationals.
the closest thing I remember to trials was World Champs in '06 in Rotorua. That's the
Yeah,
only time I've seen like
yeah,
trials up close in that
yeah,
aspect.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah, trials. What a time.
Wonder maybe they have their own scene.
Could I mean maybe it's just something we don't know about. I'm gonna have to do a deep dive into this.
Yeah.
Paddy Gow,
So
deep dive on trials.
yeah, find out for us.
All right, should we talk about racing? We should. I mean, one day we might have another guest host, but fuck man, Jackson was on this weekend. He was
I
flying.
I reckon it was his to lose, and the only one I thought that might challenge him was Ronan Dunn. It just
Yep,
felt like their track, right?
yeah. And Ronan, I watched his run, and it felt like an 80% Ronan run. It didn't
Yeah.
it didn't feel like his Leger run.
Nah,
Like
it didn't.
it felt like he was just cruising almost. Like I know he wasn't, but it looked from the outside. I was like, man, he looks so in control and calm. There was no moments.
Mm. Yeah, I agree. It was yeah, it looked very kind of reserved, although it's hard to tell, but
Hmm.
not quite that craziness you'd expect.
First elite world downhill podium. It might be the first medal ever, actually. I think for Ireland, and first German world championship downhill medal in the elite men's from Henry Kiefer as well.
Really?
Yeah,
What about
yeah.
Jürgen Benecke?
Oh, I didn't think about Jürgen.
Mm.
I don't know. I have to go and look this up now.
Yeah, so
The
I'll
other
do some
one,
research in the background. He
the other,
terrorized the East Coast as well, Jürgen Benecke. He was just
hey,
lurking around on the US East Coast.
yeah, but I beat him at the Pennsylvania State Super D Champs in
I bet you
2009.
did. Yeah.
Yeah, I think he got second actually. He was still a beast, and he was in like he was
Okay.
probably 40 at that point. Um,
Yeah. What was he
yeah,
doing over there? Just
I was
terrorizing
thinking
the East Coast.
Marcus Klausman. That was who I went looking for, but he didn't get any podiums except for in
Okay.
juniors.
Yeah.
Um, but that podium was quite young. They were all like 22, 20, like between, I think Ronan was the
Mm.
oldest at like 23 maybe. And even Jordan Williams in there too for the top four. So it was a pretty young front of the field. Like it's a real changing of the guard at the moment.
Mm. Oh, okay. Here's some. I've got some stats here, and I'm only
Oh,
focusing on Roots and Rain. So he got sixth at World Champs in '92.
is
Uh,
that France?
Bromont. Um,
Oh yeah.
on the front side of the hill, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, on the water park side.
He got second at a World Cup. Where are some more World Champs? Fifth in France, I think, in '97. Oh, I don't know. You might be right here, Kerry.
Yeah,
You might be
take that
right.
one. Take
Hang
that
on,
one to
let's
the
see.
bank.
Let's see where he stacks up on the East Coast here. When were you getting amongst the East Coast? 10?
2007 to 10 ish.
Oh, here we go. Kieran Bennett, Platical. Man, that's a real staple of the East Day.
Oh, that was a great race.
You got fifth there actually in
I
2010.
did.
Beat down
Look
Jürgen
at
Benecke too.
the hold on. From the top of my head, Andrew Neathling won.
Yes.
Justin second,
No, Justin was third.
or Bryn Atkinson second.
He was.
Justin third, Duncan Riffle fourth.
Yes. What a
Got it.
star-studded lineup there, eh?
Yeah, that was my first race
Wow.
that season. Showed
Was
up
it?
straight to the East Coast on a Tomac.
At Platy.
Yeah, Platico was sick.
I
Big
never went to
tyres,
Platico.
loose rocks.
East Coast rocks.
Yeah, yeah.
Mm.
Shout out to one of our listeners, Max, who I was messaging the other day, who's at East Coast, East Coaster, and we were discussing Platy. He said that was his local.
Really?
Yeah,
Good that we've got some East Coast people listening. I mean, they're
yeah,
probably terrorized with you giving it to them, between
yeah.
'07 and 2010.
I'll be really happy if someone messages one day and says that they were at Blue Mountain, Pennsylvania in 2009. That will be my crowning glory.
Yeah, shut the pod down after that.
Yeah. We've gone well sidetracked, which is not surprising one bit.
I think the listeners wanted to hear about Jürgen Beneke.
I think they did.
I know Nathan Sharrett was probably hanging out for that chat.
There's a few people who are probably now also going to search who Jürgen Beneke was.
Yeah.
But,
yeah. He's old enough to be your dad, kids.
I don't know if you've got any results in front of you from the weekend, but who was your biggest surprise in the top 10? Dylan Maples or Simon Chapelet? Or Dakota Norton after the fact that he was barely walking at the start of the year?
Broken off. Maples, no, because he's been showing some speed. He's just been injured, eh?
Yeah.
He's
had something with his hand, I think.
Yeah. Sure.
I think it was on Win TV. He said he tapes his hand, puts a glove on, tapes over top of the glove, and then puts a wrist brace on. That's how
ridiculous.
bad his wrist is.
I guess I would probably say Dak.
Yeah, if you're looking at it from that injury point of view, it's pretty gnarly.
That was a gnarly injury. Yeah. Simon Chapelet's just got that real Euro thing. It's like going to the Italian Alps and just getting beaten down by a dude in a white helmet.
It's true. He won Euro champs this year though as well, so he's kind of one of those guys that's under the radar, I think. Come through. I was going somewhere with that, but I have not gone there because I've totally forgotten. So here's I don't know whether this is even really... This isn't team rumours, this is Kerry's team theories. World Cup teams now are allowed to have 4 riders in each class.
Yeah.
That's the max they can have. So
yeah.
Currently the common style muck-off team in Elite has Loris, Amory, and Maples. But then they have Max until Ulren moving to Elite next year. So surely that's Maples out the door.
I reckon surely it is Maples out the door.
But he's got to be a pretty sought after rider at this point, I reckon.
Yeah, it depends how that injury develops. Like if he sorts that out, he definitely will be.
But I feel like he's been coming on this season, It's not like it doesn't feel like it's held him back. Like I think he's only improving at this point.
Yeah, absolutely. I would like to see a showdown between the brothers. Like a like
an audition type of thing. Like take them to the test track, and whoever lays down the fastest run gets the ride.
Yeah, gets the ride. Yeah, or all of them. Actually, all of them. That would be awesome.
Oh yeah, put all 5 of them in there
and televise it too. They should put it on their YouTube channel or something.
That would be good TV.
They've got a facility, don't they? That'd be sweet.
Yeah, I think they do. They have
and it's Max Commensale just yelling at them as well, just berating them.
And whichever rider does not make the cut has to mechanic for the season.
Yes.
Or drive the truck. They can be the truck driver. That would be a good showdown.
Yeah.
It'd be solid.
Great showdown.
Ride of the day that I was most impressed with, and I'm going to jump across classes now, was Miriam Nicole. I did not see that coming. Okay.
I have something controversial to say about that run.
Yeah.
I was rooting for Valley to beat her. Now, here's why. It's because I have PTSD from French dudes, aka Fabien Barrel, just gearing up for one race a year and then coming down and giving my favourite rider, aka Sam Hill at the time, hell and beating him. And that's why when a French person who hasn't really featured all year, because of legitimate reasons, comes down with this absolute stormer, I'm always like, no, it can't happen. I can't have it.
It wasn't even like she was off training for this race. It's just the fact that she's been hurt.
Yeah. But it was an incredible run. Holy, it was great.
Did you see she qualified 40th because 3 people didn't finish or something? So she was she was literally the last person to make the cut.
Is that because she got under the umbrella though? Was she playing the rain game?
No, I think she crashed. I think she got stuck in
Oh,
a net.
oh yeah, true. Crazy.
Yeah, so there was 3 did not starts in the elite woman in finals, or in qualifying at least, and where they actually do cut people off. She was literally, because those people didn't start, she made it in and then pulls off
That's
second.
insane, eh?
That was wild. But I was pretty impressed with that run. But man, what a race for Valley to finally win this season. She hasn't won since World Champs last year.
I know, it's wild. Absolutely wild. She seemed, pretty in disbelief, really.
Well, she was pretty slow down the bottom. Like, she was
It's been
11th
happening
and
all
10th
year.
in the last 2 seconds. Yeah, like, she was really fast at the top and then just started fading, which is crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, it's been her issue all year, really.
Who do you reckon ends up with a bigger win bonus, her or the girl that won junior women's? Probably the junior woman. Can't imagine the YT bonus is coming through anytime soon.
From the Cube team?
Yeah.
I mean, the YT bonus on paper is probably really good.
Theoretically speaking, it's probably
just
quite good.
When you go to cash that check, it might bounce.
Yeah, probably not so good. I thought we are going to see more out of Gracie Hemstreet.
Me too. I would have probably put my money on her, to be honest.
Yeah, I kind of was like, this is another one of those gnarly tracks that she's just going to like absolutely haul the mail on. But nah, didn't happen.
Yeah, I agree. It was I certainly thought that it was coming, but nah. And even when she was down at the first couple of splits, I was like, it's all right. She'll probably make that back, and just didn't build on it.
I mean, everyone was kind of much of a muchness through those first 2 splits. There was not much in it for the first couple, anyway.
Yeah.
We've also, I mean, I've just glossed over the fact that Maureen Cabarrou again came back for a podium after she broke her back.
Broke her back. Yep.
That's gnarly.
Yep. It is very gnarly. That's very, very impressive. Especially there too. It's a risky game going fast there.
Oh yeah. You see some of those sections, like just some of the rock, like the hill corner, like they're just jumping over this like icy rock and having to land basically into like a rut.
Yeah.
And rail the corner.
Looks like, is that fast one, the fast right?
Yeah, they
the
kind
one
of like
where
come in.
Laurie's leg got mince-meated in the back of the bike.
Yeah. He
That
went
looked
straight
like
into the tree.
Sucked.
There was some real good footage from Eddie on his Edbull TV. He just basically sat in that corner for quite some time, and there was so many crashes in there.
Really?
Yeah, it was good footage. Scrolling on down. Great to see Ali put together a run in junior women's.
Yeah, I was stayed with that. She looked good too, but I think fair play. What's the girl's name?
Rosa Zeal.
Yeah, she looked better.
She was flying. She's been, I mean, she's been on all season. Did you see that everyone that won is also leading the World Cup points?
Yeah.
That's pretty interesting.
Justifiable then. Yeah. It's not super common either, I wouldn't have thought.
Nah, and kind of all of them look pretty well poised to potentially carry on and win the overall. Like, that'd be quite crazy if we went 4 for 4, like 4 world champions, 4 World Cup titles. That'd be unprecedented. I don't think would be anything ever close to that before.
No, I mean, I'm sure there's been like dominant years. Like if you think of the Hill years, there'd be a lot of years like PD. Nah. Even like Gwyn. It's weird that he never won a world champs, eh?
How long have I been saying that he would never win a world champs for? I feel
he's
like
not going to. And
he's not going to now, but this goes back to his dominant years. I'm sure, like, if we went back through if we download the logs and found our texts from, like, I don't know, 2011, I'm sure you'll find one somewhere that says, from me saying that he'll never win world champs.
Yeah, and probably me debating it and saying if he does, he only beers.
Yeah.
The it's I remember probably the closest he got was it Leo Gang, and he had like a brake failure or something. It was weird.
Oh, yeah, not far down.
Nah, maybe
He
at the
went
start of
straight
the
off the side of the
motorway
track.
while it still had the trees, maybe.
Yeah,
He
it
just
was.
like
I think it's down where the stumps are now.
Yeah, he like ran wide or something, and that was kind of it. Like it was really weird.
Did he? I don't know if he ever even podiumed at a world champs.
Oh, that's a heck of a stat. Surely.
Here we go. World championships.
Surely.
Nah. Nah.
That has got to be one of the stranger outcomes, I reckon.
Yeah. So. Oh no, sorry, he did. He got a third at Cairns in 2017.
Oh, okay.
But that's it. That's it, which is insane.
Especially because he was like, well, he's second in all-time wins.
He got a fourth in 2010 at Mont Saint Anne.
Oh, yeah. Well, he couldn't handle Hill there.
Yeah. No, not when Hill came back with his tats. That was over.
No one could handle that.
No.
Nah, it was unstoppable.
That was such a season.
Oh,
Remember he came into that year,
yeah.
and he was fat Hill. Like he was not in shape.
Nah.
And then he came back and he was like
he was in shape.
Had heaps of tats in one worlds and shorts.
And shorts.
Yeah.
Oh, what a day. And he was like, his kit was like the all white kit, obviously.
Yeah. White Troy Lee shorts. Brosnan won junior men in UFO kit.
Yeah, he did.
He was running UFO that year.
Yeah, that was odd actually.
Just ask him about that. Why were you running UFO?
When's he going to come on the pod?
Should get him on.
That'd be my first question.
I feel like he would fit quite well. You know, like kids, older, you know, in his 30s.
Yeah.
I feel like he would, you know.
An older gentleman.
Don't know if he's into, don't know if he's found his way into like endurance cycling like we have yet though.
No. Did you see any footage from the marathon?
It looked fucked.
5,000 meters of climbing.
Over
horrific.
like, was that like 120 Ks or something with 5,000 meters? And they were like, the only footage I really saw was Keegan Swenson, who won it running up like a goat track.
Yeah, there's like I saw them all pushing up like this gravelly crap like at the top of a peak.
It wasn't even a track.
Nah. It was just
there was no tape.
We'll just go up
run
here.
Up this way.
Oh, and they're like going through towns and stuff, like downstairs and things. It was weird.
What a race.
Absolutely insane.
Shout out to our Santa Cruz teammate though, Keegan Swenson taking the win.
Shout out. Yeah, on a hardtail too.
Yeah, it's a bold move.
Yeah.
Junior men, we haven't got that far yet. I'm scrolling down through the results as we go.
Okay.
Other than Max Allren just being absolutely fucked, like that run was mental.
Yeah.
Tyler Waite's just solid as a rock, always there, always
Solid
on the
as a
podium,
rock.
knocking on the door. It's great to see. You love to see it.
I'm looking forward to seeing what he does in Elite.
Yeah, so am I. It's a pretty good. We've got a good era of kids at the moment with like Lockie already pretty well established in Elite. You know, Tyler, who's right there or thereabouts. Ollie Clark, who's just like can throw a rundown. Jonty Williamson, who's just getting better and better.
Palmy zone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Ollie in fourth and Jonty in fifth as well. So that was pretty cool to see. Those
They're
kids
going to have
are
a bit
on
of
fire.
a year next year, I reckon, those two. Jonty and Ollie.
Well, Ollie's going to be elite next year.
Oh, Ollie goes up, eh? Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Jonty's under 7. Well, he'll be under his first
He's
year,
got,
under
he's got
19.
another year.
Yeah, and then Malik, who's got a broken scaphoid or something at the moment, so he's missed the last couple of races. He'll be under 19 still as well.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, with like Max Oren, Tyler, Till, Ollie,
Yeah.
all those guys, Asa, all moving up. That's kind of Jonty's world. Everyone else is just living in it.
Yeah. What about Seppi? Where's Okado's own?
Seppi had a decent race. He had a solid one. He was 19th.
I thought it was a good result.
He broke his chain guide, I think, pretty much straight out of the start.
Oh.
Something like that. So he'd had a bit of a mechanical issue the whole way
Who's
down.
on the spanners over there for the New Zealand team?
I'm actually not too sure. Not too sure what's going on with that side of things. Max's run, though, circling back to that. So, junior men raced on Saturday.
Mm.
And then Elite did qualifying that afternoon.
Yeah.
And it's the closest you're going to get in terms of comparing times. And obviously qualifying wasn't like super necessary for the elites because it didn't mean a whole lot. But
yeah,
he was still faster than Jackson's qualifying time.
Mm.
Like
he's risking it.
Like a few episodes ago, I said maybe there needs to be an under 23 class. I have totally flip-flopped Red Dog. I think we need to get rid of the juniors. Just put them back in elite.
Get them in there. Get them in there. It'd be awesome. Yep. What a storyline! Like, it'd be great.
Even if the top 5 under 19s who try qualify all race, like even if say first and second and under 19 are like in the top 10, but the other 3 are 31st, 32nd, 33rd or whatever, just put them at the start. Still have 5 of them in there, guaranteed or whatever.
Guarantee them, yeah.
But you imagine like how good it would be if all of a sudden, like you've got Max Oren as a junior winning overall.
Mixing it up. That'd be cool.
I think it would it'd be good. I mean, you'd look back at this is us just going back in the history books, but like when Brendog podiumed at Pilar as a junior, like that was pretty much didn't really happen back then, and that was awesome. That was such a big deal.
Yeah, huge deal.
Yeah,
it was fantastic. Yeah, it's so I don't know. I just think it'd be cool to get them on a level playing field.
Yeah, put them in there.
Yeah, agree. Do you think Max is going to win next year? Is he going to do a Jackson and Jordan?
Oh, yeah. I think he can win a race. I think he can win a race. Yeah.
Okay.
Another year stronger, another year faster.
What about Tyler? I like where Tyler's at.
I reckon Tyler will be the guy who will just sit inside the top 10. He'll start hovering around in the top 10 and he'll just get better and better, kind of like Lockie did. And then he'll start, give him a couple of years and then he'll start throwing some results in.
I think it's important that he maintains consistency and good equipment. Probably. It's real key.
Did you like the paint jobs on the Yetis this weekend?
Just the classic. I'll call it retro, but yeah.
Yeah, I thought they looked good.
Me too.
Gave me some throwbacks to the 2000s.
Yeah, it was like the Blinky and Justin era.
Yeah.
They had those painted. They're cool. Yeah, I agree. They could have, maybe next year they could have, although they're not aluminium. Remember they had raw aluminium ones for a while?
Yeah, those 303s with no prototypes.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah, it would be cool. Lockie, speaking of Lockie, 6th place in qualifying. He looked like he was on it, but got a rear flat, so his tyre started going down.
Oh, did
he? Yeah. So that kind of killed his momentum. Looks like it went down and down, kind of slowly towards the end of the track, but because he started slowing down, kind of from midway, you can see his split start getting further and further back. But man, he's got so much pace. Once this all comes together. Whoa, special guest.
The man himself.
Welcome to Behind Enemy Lines. That's Yeah, hopefully. Is this working? Can you hear me?
Yeah, we got you. We got you.
Nice.
This is great. Now we've got some credibility come to the podcast, and
Yeah.
me and Red Dog don't just have to pretend like we know what we're talking about.
Yeah. We don't have to
Man,
talk about Jürgen Benecke.
Doesn't he sell, he sells like, he's got like a bike storage company, Jürgen Benecke does.
You've missed the Jürgen Benecke chat, but please add to it.
Right, yeah. I just know that he sells bike hooks or like some kind of bike storage.
Oh, really?
So
like storage solutions.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Right.
Where are we at, guys? Fill me in.
Well, we've kind of been making our way through the results. We've talked about kind of every class, but I mean, we've got a man now who was actually there on the ground, so there's a few questions we can throw back to you. How fucked was it when it rained? Like, that looked deadly.
Yeah, it's pretty deadly because it's there's not much soft material on Champery anymore.
No, we were talking about that. It looks like it's down to the bones of it.
Yeah. So it's real hard pack. It's obviously had years and years of traffic down it, and I've only ever ridden down it once when we're doing like a bit of a booze ride, that passports tour of the Puy du Soleil on a trail bike. So I didn't really have much to go off, but shit, it's pretty bloody steep, eh? So I was like, wow, it's the real deal when it comes to a steep track. And then so if you add water, that kind of gradient, and hard pack clay based with a little bit of rock, it's pretty hairy, eh?
It looked like it.
yeah. But like the berms and stuff are so established now that you can kind of like slot it, like lock in. It's like kind of gets that kind of slot car. And like if you watch the GoPros and stuff, it was quite funny. You could see a rut forming for each day, but the ruts just crept higher and higher up the berms. So on the last day,
there looked like there was a lot of problems with like front wheels going off the edge of turns and things like that. Feeble grinds. The feeble grind calls were quite entertaining. I enjoyed those, but I felt like there was a lot of front wheel pushing off the side of the tracks like we haven't seen for a while.
I think of a lot of it is just the margin for error in terms of braking in the apex of the corner was so small that if you were on the back brake at that like apex, then the bike would get stood up. And it was just standing people up because we were like trying to, I don't know, like analyze the technique or like where your like braking zone needs to be on a few of these like serious corners. But the only advice like I could give to our riders was just like, you just can't brake in the corner. But then they're trying to slow down, and it's like, well, it's so easier said than done. It was a very easy track to be a backseat driver on.
Yeah.
way easier than being the actual driver. Yeah,
I think the Sam Hill corner provided quite a bit of entertainment on Edbull TV. If anyone hasn't watched that, go and watch that. Was that from qualifying day, or was that from practice on the morning of? I can't remember. But you were parked up there for a while.
No, funnily enough, that was only about 5 minutes that I was there.
5 minutes of chaos.
Yeah, that was actually. I had the camera rolling the whole time. Like I cut it up a bit, but you could have uploaded the whole thing as just its own one take because it was just
so good.
It was just never ending. But then with the practice sessions only being like an hour long, you just kind of, I was just like making my way down the hill on each one because you don't really want to just get stuck up there when it finishes. But yeah, one standout guy for me was number 96, Finn Brands, the guy from the Netherlands.
Yeah, I was actually had him on my notes. He was the star of Win TV also, and I just found him real amusing because he's just like dude who'd raced cyclocross. He's only been racing a few years, like racing downhill.
So I didn't know, I hadn't connected number 96 to this guy yet, but I was like, at each day coming back, I was like, honestly, there's a dude out there with upside down forks on a zeroed. I don't know what nationality or what team he rode.
Awesome.
Yeah, he's on a zeroed. And he was just like ripping. He was getting real sketchy and like, blowing off course and stuff. But in terms of raw track speed and doing some like pretty insane, like railing the tops of corners, but like in the whole way around in the red zone. Every day it was the same guy who was like impressing me, and it was number 96 in this like pretty random kit, and it turns out he's from the Netherlands. But shout out to him. Yeah, and doing it on a zeroed with some Dorados, I think.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
Yeah,
real flexy front end.
Yeah, big time.
I asked Red Dog this. I'll ask you this one, Eddie. Who was your standout of the top 10? I picked 3 names out. Or who was the biggest surprise? Maples, Simon Chapelet, or Dakota Norton? Based on the fact that he was barely walking at the start of the year.
Yeah, definitely give Dak some credit for making such a remarkable recovery, because like
it's unreal.
He had a hip injury, and it's that's kind of a key moving part when it comes to hurtling down a hill.
Quite critical.
Yeah, it's always kind of cool when you like. It really means a lot to him. He's quite an emotional guy.
You can see, man. But
yeah. But it's not like it's a show, because he's pretty consistent with it. So it's like cool. Yeah. And then Maples is a good one, because as far as I understand, there's going to be a lot of things happening at Commensale.
There's no seat at the table for him. By the looks of it, we discussed.
Yeah, when the L runs get invited around to dinner.
Yeah.
Musical chairs, and I think when there's only 4 seats, he's gonna have to find somewhere else to sit.
That'd definitely help his stock price.
Yeah,
which is cool when you see people making it happen at the right time, because it's kind of what you got to do.
Speaking of making it happen at the right time, Valley Hole, Andy Kolb showing some serious speed, but obviously going down. The YT riders were showing their stock, showing the value of their stock at least, which was good too.
I know. Andy, it's that line that Andy was doing, this little like grass hop line. Obviously Remy Therion kind of like pioneered it, but it's like he just kind of forgot to hop, or he was too keen on the feeble.
Yeah, it was a fast section to go down in.
Yeah, so he came out of it really well. Yeah, and then Jackson through that section was just like mind-boggling. To be able to hold far right, entering the left-hander at the bottom, after being on that high line at that speed, I thought he was just going to get shot off the berm into like orbit, but yeah.
For a little dude, you're just like how he holds some of those corners, like when he just comes into that pace. It's unreal.
Yeah, he's kind of we were kind of joking, like he's got all these little things that he does when he's riding it like flat out, like kind of like cocks the knee a little bit, and it's like if you were coaching someone, everything he's doing you probably wouldn't tell a punter to do, but
yeah,
but he's the guy who's winning all the races by like kind of doing some like unorthodox techniques on the bike, but it's because he's riding so fast, I guess.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's his style, and he makes it happen.
Oh no! Oh, we're back.
Very impressive. Did you have a cut out? Nah, he's very impressive. That's for sure. I had a note that Max and Till Oren are the Jet and Hunter Lawrence of downhill racing. I think they'll come through and start having some domination before long. I think in the elite field.
It's pretty crazy what all the last 5 juniors that came down the hill, they all like green and at splits, kind of against each other.
Yeah.
So it wasn't like, it's pretty, the graduating class for 2025 is definitely going to ruffle some feathers when it comes to 2026.
Yeah, we talked about that before, and just like, I don't think we've had, there's been years where you've got these juniors, like, it's kind of always felt like it's 2 at a time. Like, you kind of had, like, Jackson versus Jordan, you had, like, Loris versus, like, Luca, kind of at that point, and it's like, feels like there's been 2 that have come through, but man, that, like, there's, like, 5 or 6 of them that are just absolutely hauling ass.
Yeah, like, and then, like, John T. Williamson's really, he's, like, started chucking his hat into that group, which at the start of the season you wouldn't have like kind of grouped him with and then Ollie like made a mid-season appearance, and now they're all like pretty pretty dangerous when you've got that amount of competition, because it only drives the level higher. And they've got to be looking. Yeah, they're going to be looking at elite times going. Yeah. It's epic.
First year junior, so he's just like, setting himself up for next season, which is awesome.
Putting P-Naughty on the map.
Yeah, you're right. What about your boy from Ocado, Eddie? It's good to see the Naki getting involved as well. Yeah.
It's
great stuff.
He had a good run. He was pretty stoked. Slipped into the top 20. Broke his derailleur off, but it didn't seem to slow him down.
Derailleur,
yeah.
No,
I just like seeing the central North Island coming back into its own, eh? The glory days.
We Eddie, Chris wanted to have a debate where his debate theory is the North Island, has the North Island produced better downhill races than the South Island? And I was like, I'm not even getting on board with you on this debate. Even being a South Islander, I'm like, we haven't. There's like, it's not even anything we can debate here. I'm like, the North Island is dominant.
That's right.
It's interesting. It's so interesting though, because
it's not even the places that have good downhill either.
Nah.
Like, this Palmy doesn't really have a downhill track.
Nah, it definitely doesn't.
It's good.
Yeah, well, obviously my vote's going to go with the North Island, because you've got to stay true to your roots. But
that's right.
I can't debate it though. I can't.
It's fact.
We've got Justin Leov.
Tim Nelson.
He's almost
Tim Nelson from Nelson.
Yeah.
I don't have a lot else to really add to that list. But
nah.
That's Chris's debate, and Chris reckons he can argue it, but nah.
What else have I got for you from World Champs that was
juicy? I've got a fun fact for you while you're thinking about it. Bruni has 6 World Championships. He has never had a second or a third place. He's only ever won or not been on the podium. And also, this is the longest period now that he hasn't worn rainbows. So every other year has only ever been 2 years at most, and now he'll be going 3 years without rainbows. So that's a pretty mental stat.
He's kind of setting himself up for like not being able to retire without the rainbows, because they've been his for so long that he won't be able to let it go.
He'll be the Manar. He'll be like 44 and still just chasing it, like still bouncing in and out of the podium.
And everyone
still
will be
on
like,
the same team.
Yeah, everyone will be like, mate, you've won everything. You can retire. And he's like, I won't. leave without my rainbows.
Yeah. Like, he's literally one of the best there's ever been. And, like, but I could see it. He'll just keep going.
Yeah, so there was talk about a fork issue in his run.
Yeah, I heard that.
Really?
But unfortunately, Steph Gardner had a few too many shandies and can't remember the story.
Come on, Steph.
After getting it from the horse's mouth, he can't remember what was said. But,
what the horse said.
Yeah, but yeah, if there was a fork issue, I think he won one of the lower sectors, so he must have been pretty pissed off. Because
he looked like he got up, got going, and then turned it on again. Was like, you know what? Like, I'm gonna go again now. Where did he end up? He was like 40th, I think, or something like that. I'm trying to find him in the results now.
I didn't feel like that was a Bruni track, though. It's not your typical Bruni track. What do you reckon, Eddie?
Nah.
I mean, he's dangerous on any day, but
yeah. But I think he could have had a red hot crack at it because once all the lines and stuff were established on what was like going to be quickest, it was just point, get off the brakes, rail a corner.
yeah.
Like you really like it became quite slot carish especially when you're watching them ride it. Figuring it out took a lot longer because there was like they had left like quite a few options open, so there were a lot of people teaming up and trying to figure out lines, just training intersections and stuff like that. But yeah, it was just tricky because with such variable conditions, like with the rain and the drying out and stuff, it was like, yeah, you kind of knew what was going to be the line on Sunday, but you had to slay a few dragons in the process before the
Yeah, because on the broadcast it looked relatively one-lined, but it wasn't always like that.
Nah, just because there was so many options, like they weren't necessarily like individual lines completely separate, but entering all these corners, as it dried up, you could start getting up banks and stuff, and then that just opened up the corners so much more. So then by Sunday, everyone was able to get right up the corners, making the track, just opening everything up a little bit. And there was opportunities to do that like almost the whole way down the track, but you couldn't quite do that. Not many people were keen to do it confidently when the conditions were like pretty slick. So it was like you knew what the line was going to be, but you didn't really want to practice it until it was like good conditions to do so. But that was until later in the week. So like people would have been trying, Sunday race run lines in their quali run for the first time and stuff, just to get some more wheels on it before they do it. Yeah, because even like I saw like then there were a few little gaps and stuff that the live feed like didn't really show, but once the track dried up a lot and the speed got higher, then it opened up a few more possibilities of like being able to miss some stuff. Which is funny because like when I walk it every day or like go down it, and then I remember I think it was on race day morning I just seen Lockie gap like a pretty decent gap, but you're like kind of shocked because you feel like you've seen it all, but it's just like as the track's drying up and now you've got traction, they're like, oh yeah, sweet, I'm comfortable to like jump to there, and then you see it and you're like, wow, like didn't see that coming.
Yeah
and then you're like, wow, that's actually massive when you're watching what they do when you're so
steep too. It looked like high consequence. Like if you went off a turn anywhere, you're either getting stuck in a net or just like off into no man's land.
Yeah, the nets. People were getting their bikes stuck in the nets for so long.
Did you see Jess Blewett's crash when she went underneath? Lost a shoe, like pulled her foot out of her shoe. And
I saw on the sleep. I saw the flip on the sleeper corridor, but I didn't know that's what had happened. So she got because heaps of people were getting stuck under the nets, and then the marshals would come and try and help them, and then that just creates like the biggest traffic jam of red flags when someone's bike's stuck in the net.
Yeah.
Oh, it looked like a mess in that side. How much?
What did,
how much 07 hill talk was there? Was there a bit of 07 hill talk while you're up there on the side of the track? You know what he was doing, what Jesus was doing back then, or
not enough to respect the greatest downhill run of all time, you know. But quite a lot. Yeah, we were watching.
Yeah.
We were watching a lot of the throwback stuff every night, and I'm sure most people were. Just to once you see the track, you're like, well, okay. And then people were like, oh, like it's so much harder now. I was like, surely it was harder when it was raw.
Yeah. I guess there's a couple of different aspects to it, because now there's like no dirt on it, but there's also a shitload of built up berms compared to what it was back in like 07. Like it looked pretty raw. There wasn't a lot of berms. It was like not a lot to catch you.
Yeah.
So
some dude's bike flipped into a tin shed. Like that's pretty raw.
I got Kaikoura penguin slides down a chute.
Yeah. They've built a mint, basically a staircase for spectator access, which was like made it so good. You could like get to basically every section of the track pretty easily without like arsing up.
All the track work's just gone into building the staircase. Yeah,
it was like a pretty gnarly build. Like actually just building stairs the whole way down the hill.
Yeah.
But it meant that the crowds on course were pretty decent the whole way down as well, because people would could easily walk down it with kids and families, and you know everyone was out doing it. And there was heaps of people who showed up on race day. The Swiss do love getting behind a race.
We were saying it was a bit of a weird one to watch for us, like broadcast wise. We've hammered on the Warner Brothers footage a lot this year, as has a lot of people. But I said to Red Dog, I was like, man, it actually highlighted how good their coverage is. Like even I don't know, this just felt like a step back 5 or 6 years, just in terms of the quality of the broadcast, like the footage. I don't know. I think it really highlighted how good the Warner Brothers content actually is.
Yeah, I've been meaning to go watch it, but even on the live feed, like they were cutting to right, like, you know, for one thing that was really annoying for us on site was that they had the live timing board with splits, but that wasn't synced with the screen.
Yeah.
So you'd have a rider in their race run going green at split 1, but you could tell they were red at split 4, and then they'd appear at the finish line, and you're like, so like half the crowd knew, and then half the crowd would cheer when they've gone green at split 1, but then 20 seconds later they'd cross the line, and all these people who aren't like bike fans were like confused. They're like, how did he get from split 1 to here without hitting anything else? We're like,
awesome.
Straight line down the hill.
Yeah, just getting everything in sync so that you're like, because, you know, with the live splits, you're kind of giving away the information if you're not putting it on the TV.
Yeah.
So,
sure.
you kind of can't have them both if one's gonna tell a different story at a different point in time. But that's
brutal.
A little bit annoying. And then very impressed with the Swiss helicopter evacuation team. They're not afraid to just get.
That was the marshal. The first person getting helicoptered off the hill was a marshal who got taken out by a bike.
Yeah, crazy.
No way.
Yeah, it was coming through like the group chats and stuff that there's a marshal's being evacuated, and we're like having breakfast, looking out. You can see the chopper. You're like, how has this happened at 8:20 in the morning? Where's the first evacuation as a marshal?
As a marshal. Oh, wow. I guess it's a real
But
risk,
man,
though, eh? Like, bike comes and gets you. Not going to be nice.
nah. But like, someone to crash, red flag, just hear that chopper fire up. They drop off a medical guy, then they like go off and do some joyriding. And then when they're ready, they just come back. And they've got like, so the track will go live again, and then they'll quickly stop it, pick up the guy, get him out.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's pretty impressive how efficient they were.
Yeah.
But
It's
you
so
kind of
steep
need to
there.
be.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no way you're getting the quad bike in.
No.
No.
Yeah.
There ain't no quad bike happening in there. What are you doing now? Now that enduro season's over.
I'm currently in transit to Canada.
Oh, nice.
I'm actually I'm in Paris right now, and about a fly out in like an hour. I've got a wedding in Squamish this weekend, and then the following
Oh, did I
Sunday.
see you're doing Trans-Cascadia?
Yeah, doing Trans-Cascadia.
Yeah.
Which is meant to
cool.
be real sick. So I'm actually really excited
That
for
looks
that.
awesome.
I haven't done any of those multi-day enduros, and that one especially I've heard really good things about. So I'm doing that, and then going to Lake Placid and Mont Saint Anne
Sick.
Oh, of
for the
course,
last
yeah.
2 downhills, and then
Are you
doing
racing?
another trans. I'm planning to, yeah, but we just need to
Nice.
juggle it. We just need to figure it out because with the team and stuff, you can only have 4 riders, so I don't want to step on anyone's toes if they're, that kind of stuff.
Dad's coming home for dinner. He's one that someone has to leave.
Yeah. That's what we're trying to avoid. So at the moment penciled in. So we'll just see if that works out. But either way, I'll be there. And then after that, I'm going to that Trans Sierra race in Mexico. Yeah.
Oh, loose.
And then I get home.
Nice.
So I'm still on the road
That'll
for
be
another 6 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah, but all good stuff.
How's
It's like, kind of stuff I'm choosing to do.
Yeah.
How's your elbow been? Last time I talked to you on the podcast, sitting here in the Pilates room, you were all bandaged up. You're just blowing your elbow wide open.
It's been all good in the sense that like I managed to get back quickly and race the season and stuff, but it's been a pretty complicated injury in terms of getting 100% recovery. I just haven't been able to like fully straighten my arm, which causes a bit of difficulty sometimes. But I think when I get home, I'll try and get some of the metalwork taken out because it's been a bit annoying and just like achy and stuff. But it's funny, I've talked to a lot of people who've like broken elbows and stuff, and everyone's like, nah, it's just been a bit of a prick of an injury. But in saying that, like pretty happy just to be able to crack into it. It was it's not ideal, but I think it's like you got to draw a line, and sometimes you realize that maybe it's not going to get mint right now, especially when you're like on the road and stuff. It's hard to it's hard to like manage rehab and all that stuff when you're just living out of a backpack and racing week to week. So I was just like, it is what it is. Still been loving it, and it's just sometimes like anything could always be a little bit better.
But hey, I mean, the state it was in when I saw you at the start of the year, I mean, it's a bit like Dak Norton and his hip. I mean, it's slightly different, but not that much different. But you were it was not in a good way, and that was only like February.
So it's you got to take it as it is, and it's been pretty good on the grand schemes of things.
Considering they thought it was bone chips in the X-ray, and that it was just actually just full of gravel. So. It's pretty gross.
Heinous.
But
One
thing I was saying,
go ahead.
they need to, with Brendan being the sweeper at Champery, huge missed opportunity. They need to get the goats. So Valdesol needs to have Sam Hill sweeping next year.
Oh, yeah.
Imagine it.
Yeah. We need to get a bit of a groundswell behind this because these, you've got to have the icons because it was sick. People were loving it. Brendan would have done about 25 laps.
Yeah.
He was doing so many runs. But so Sam Hill 2026 Valdesol World Champs. He's got to be the sweeper or you've lost all credibility.
Yeah.
I couldn't agree more.
We
Do we get him on the Iron Horse? Do we get him back on the Iron Horse?
Oh,
yes.
Surely.
There's nothing else.
Yeah.
Speaking of
Hill,
he cashed out this weekend. So he jumped on the bandwagon and he started selling a bunch of his old jerseys over the weekend, over World Champs weekend. They were like $1,000 a piece and they were all getting snapped up. Yeah.
Did the LTB buy any? Did we buy any?
No, the bank account doesn't have that much money in it.
Damn.
I was having a look through them. They're all sold out by the time I was even looking.
Yeah, same.
But you're like, if you're a downhill fan, FIFO worker, what's $1,000 to get a specialized Monster Energy? One of the ones he would have worn at like Champery or something. You're like, I was looking through all the jerseys.
Pink and yellow one from Fort William. One of my, Ross, my manager at work, one of his mates bought an Iron Horse World Cup Leaders jersey. He bought that one. So,
oh, man, that's cool.
Yeah, when I saw them, I was like, I can easily, I could shell out the money for a piece of history like that.
Yeah.
But I think for us as well, you could look at them and you could be like, oh yeah, that was this race and that was this race. And there's ones where you're like, oh, I can remember that whole kit, what he was wearing in there. Like,
yeah, I was looking at one and I was like, I'm pretty sure this would be the one where he like crashed off the road at Maribor wearing it.
Oh, that was iconic.
No way.
Went around the tree.
No, like that,
on the right side. Didn't get
those
DQ'd
kind
back
of
then,
kits.
Yeah.
Oh shit, no.
No, not those days.
He would have. I mean, they put that in the family holiday fund. He would have sold quite a bit of, raised a bit of cash.
Yeah, that was a decent weekend's earning for him. I reckon that was well worth it.
Yeah. We'll just have to get Des to steal us one. They are the business partners.
Yeah.
Go and start raiding his garage.
Yeah.
What's your right hand man, Matt Walker, Waxy, he's called it a day and he's retired. How's it going to be without him around? I feel like you two have been joined at the hip for quite a few years now.
Yeah, we have. It definitely won't be the same. He's another person who's really into just being an idiot 24/7. So when we sometimes we have this saying that we like to put aside 1 hour a day for fuckwittery. So that's gonna be a hard hour to fill, but he's got some exciting things in the pipeline. So
have to catch up with him for one of these, I reckon. I've been meaning to. Well, we've been trying to do one with him for ages, so it's probably about time we do it now before he disappears.
You need to get him. Yeah, you need to get him because he's like, yep. When I call it quits for good, I'm keen to blow the lid on everything that's wrong with mountain biking.
Yes,
and a tell-all.
I'm gonna fly to Queenstown for this. I'm gonna go down Matt Walker tell-all.
Yeah, the expose.
Yeah.
Like when Oprah sat down with Lance Armstrong.
Exactly.
Like the full-on tell-all.
I've got another one that another person that wants to do a tell-all, but they want me to get them on under with a voice disguiser and all that. They want to do the full like
witness protection.
Witness protection. They're keen, but I haven't quite worked out how we do that yet. So,
just go down to hunting fishing, get a balaclava.
Yeah.
Oh man. I don't have too much more for you. I think
Well,
we've
that
pretty much
kinda-
covered
that-
off worlds.
Yeah, that does kind of work for me because I should probably make sure I can make it to my gate and stuff.
Yeah, that is a good
Yeah.
move. That's always a good thing to do,
I'm
especially when you're in
Currently
France.
sitting your classic under the stairs shot here.
Oh,
Nice.
nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm 10 out of 10 for dedication. That is brilliant. Love your
Yeah.
work.
Yeah,
Great to
well,
have
you
you
know,
along.
we were chasing each other around a little bit, so I was like,
Yeah.
oh man, I can't do it. I can't let him down again. So
No, it was a great night for us because we had both Lester and Chris drop out tonight. So it was great to at least get you on. Otherwise, me and Red Dog were just going to talk to each other for hours on end. So no, we appreciate you taking the time and hiding out under the stairs.
Yeah.
hey, no
Thanks,
worries.
Eddie.
Anyway,
And look, we're happy to have you on until Behind Enemy Lines podcast comes back. So,
yeah. Consistency hasn't been key in our podcasting endeavors, but
I'm hanging out for
you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe that will be the expose.
Oh,
Could be.
that'd be awesome.
Nah.
Nice.
All right, boys.
All right.
Sweet.
Thanks, Eddie.
Thanks,
Catch
Eddie. And with that, we'll see you all next week.
All right.